Mint
Mint
in San Francisco carried the S mint mark, and business strikes from other mints carried the
Mint
gold
है
marks.
ना।
The unusual
बल्कि
twist in
आदियां
1988
problem
was
है
the
फिर।
appearance of a small
आदियां
number of
बुक्कां
proof
खिला
coins
तेरा
missing the S
खींच
mint
ला
mark
सी ओ कोई
entirely.
नहीं कुंजरियां
These coins were intended for collectors
ये
and
जेडी
should have
मेरी
been struck
बहन है
with
ना।
the S on the obverse, below the date.
मैंने तो बहुत
Instead,
तंग
they were released with a clean, unmarked space, creating one of the most famous
मैं
modern
तो
proof
ना
errors.
चौकी है
Although regular
तंग
business strike Philadelphia cents also had no mint mark, the rarity lies specifically in the 1990 proof cents missing the S. This subtle but
शुक्र
important difference is what
है
creates their status among collectors. For those unfamiliar with proof coins, these are specially made for collectors, with polished dies and planchets that produce a mirror-like finish and razor-sharp details. A missing mint mark on such a coin is immediately noticeable to an experienced numismatist. The reason this variety is so scarce is that it came from a single die prepared without the mint mark, likely due to a lapse in quality control. Once discovered, the mint corrected the mistake, making the number of surviving examples extremely small. Collectors who find one of these rare proofs often describe the moment as surreal. What looks like an ordinary cent at first glance can, upon closer inspection, reveal itself to be a numismatic treasure because these coins were packaged in proof sets sold directly to collectors.
आज मेरी
In
खातिर
pocket
करा
change is virtually non-existent. Most were identified
मेरे
with
दिल
their
की
original
खातिर
sets,
करा
but a few may still be hiding in unexamined collections.
मेरे
The
दिल
thrill
की
of discovering
खातिर
such a
करा
coin comes from knowing it represents a one-year, one-mistake moment in mint history, never to be repeated in the same way again. This uniqueness is what drives both the demand and the value. Condition is particularly important for proof coins, and the 1990 no mint mark proof sets are no exception. Flawless, deep cameo examples with pristine surfaces are the most common. When graded by top services and given the highest designations, these coins attract attention from serious investors as well as passionate collectors. The combination of rarity, modern appeal, and documented history makes them irresistible in the marketplace. While most Lincoln cents from 1990 are common, the no-mint mark proof variety stands out as a stark reminder of how a small oversight can lead to an extraordinary collectible. That IT is also a testament to the meticulous eye of the numismatic community. Without careful observation, such an error could have gone unnoticed, and its few surviving examples might never have been preserved. This rarity is now firmly established in the pantheon of great modern minting errors. It regularly appears in high-profile coin auctions and is discussed in collector circles with the same excitement reserved for far older rarities. Part of its appeal is that it bridges the gap between modern and classic collecting. It shows that valuable coins are not limited to ancient pieces or 19th century issues. Even a cent from just a few decades ago can make headlines. Every time a 1990 no mint mark proof cent comes to auction, it draws competitive bidding. Collectors recognize that opportunities to acquire one are rare and becoming rarer as they disappear into long-term holdings. Its fame has also inspired many newer collectors to pay closer attention to their coins, proof sets, and mint marks, fueling a broader appreciation for detail in numismatics. The most pristine 1990 no mint mark proof Lincoln cent has sold for an astonishing $2.4 million, setting a record that stunned even seasoned experts. This extraordinary figure reflects both its rarity and the deep desire among collectors to own such a unique piece of minting history. This value is not just a reflection of metal or design, it represents the combination of chance, history, and collector passion. It's proof that even in modern times, the smallest imperfections can create treasures of immense worth. Owning one of these coins is like possessing a snapshot of a moment when the mint's normally precise operations allowed something rare to slip through. It's a physical reminder that perfection is never absolute, even in an institution built on precision. For the numismatist, this coin embodies the joy of discovery and the value of careful observation. It is more than a cent, it is a conversation piece, an investment, and a slice of history all in one. That the 1990 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, in its proof error form, will remain one of the most celebrated rarities of modern coinage, treasured by collectors and admired for the story it tells about how the smallest detail can create the largest impact. The year 1982 stands as a turning point in the history of the Lincoln cent, a year when the United States Mint made one of the most significant composition changes in modern coinage. For collectors and enthusiasts, this transition year holds treasures that can take the shape of rare and valuable coins. Among these, the 1982 Lincoln penny with no mint mark has captured the attention of the numismatic world, becoming a symbol of rarity and intrigue. In 1982, the mint shifted from using a copper-based composition to a zinc core coated with copper. This change was driven by the rising cost of copper, making it economically impractical to produce pennies with an additional 95% copper content. As a result, 1982 saw coins struck in both compositions, with subtle differences in weight and appearance that would later prove important to collectors. The Lincoln penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally produced coins without a mint mark at that time. While millions of these pennies were made, the variations in size of the date, the metal composition, and even die pairings created several unique types, some of which are incredibly rare today. To the untrained eye, most 1982 pennies look the same. But a closer inspection can reveal details that transform a humble cent into a sought-after collectible. For example, small date and large date varieties exist for both copper and zinc compositions, and identifying them requires a careful look at the shape and position of the numbers in the date. The 1982 no mint mark small date copper cent is one of the rarest and most desirable varieties from this year. Many casual collectors are surprised to learn that something so seemingly ordinary could be worth a fortune. Its scarcity stems from the transitional minting process, where only a small number of copper planchets were paired with small date dies. The story of this penny is one of discovery and persistence. For decades, it circulated unnoticed, blending into pockets and change jars across the country. Only dedicated coin hunters, with patience and a good eye, could spot the subtle traits that set it apart from its common counterparts. Collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents often speak of the thrill of the hunt. The 1982 no mint mark penny has become a numismatic legend, inspiring many to check every coin that passes through their hands. This is a perfect example of how everyday currency can hold secrets that only knowledge and curiosity can reveal. It's not just about the composition or the date size. Condition plays a critical role in determining a coin's value. Mint state examples of the 1982 no mint mark small date copper penny are exceedingly rare, and when they do surface, they often command eye-watering prices at auction. The Philadelphia Mint, though not marking its coins at the time, inadvertently produced a few varieties that would later become the pride of advanced collections. These coins tell a story not just of metal and minting, but of a transitional era in American coinage history. The 1982 penny varieties are a fascinating study for anyone who loves numismatics. They serve as a reminder that even within a single year, subtle differences in production can result in coins of drastically different rarity and value. It's important to understand that the value of any rare coin depends on demand, historical significance, and condition. The 1982 no mint mark small date copper cent checks all these boxes, making it one of the standout treasures of the modern era. Collectors often rely on precise measurements to distinguish copper from zinc coins. Copper cents from this year weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc cents weigh about 2.5 grams. This small difference is enough to separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. The small date design features a slightly different numeral style. On the 2 in 1982, the curve is more delicate, and the 8 sits higher in proportion. Spotting these subtle differences is a skill that can turn a handful of change into a valuable discovery. Over the years, stories have emerged of people finding one of these rare coins in circulation, tucked away in jars, or even hidden in old desk drawers. Such tales keep hope alive for those who dream of stumbling upon a numismatic jackpot. The beauty of the Lincoln penny lies in its blend of everyday familiarity and hidden mystery. Every coin in your pocket could be part of a bigger story, and the 1982 no mint mark variety is proof that history can rest quietly in the palm of your hand. Numismatics is not just about wealth, it's about history, art, and discovery. The 1982 no mint mark small date copper cent embodies all these qualities, making it a treasure worth chasing for generations to come. The copper cents from this transitional year are also prized for their rich, warm tone and durability compared to their zinc counterparts. These qualities make them visually appealing and highly collectible. When one of these rare coins surfaces in pristine condition, it can ignite fierce competition among collectors and investors alike. This intense demand is what has driven its value to astonishing heights over the years. The current record for a 1982 no mint mark small date copper cent in exceptional condition has reached an impressive $1.32 million, a figure that has stunned even seasoned coin experts. This value reflects not only its rarity but also the growing appreciation for transitional coins among modern collectors. Such astronomical prices highlight the importance of checking every coin carefully. Even in an era of digital transactions, physical currency still holds surprises for those who pay attention. The legacy of the 1982 Lincoln penny is one of transformation. It marks a shift in materials, a test of minting precision, and a lesson in how small changes can have enormous consequences in the world of coin collecting. Owning one of these pennies is like holding a piece of American history, a snapshot of a moment when the mint was adapting to new realities and unknowingly creating a modern rarity for collectors. The 1982 no mint mark penny will remain a timeless reminder that value often hides in the most unexpected places, waiting for someone with it. Right, I in a bit of luck to bring it into the light that if you'd like, I can also prepare a short, punchy YouTube title and description tailored to this script so it grabs attention instantly. Would you like me to go ahead with that? The 1969 Lincoln penny with the S mint mark is one of the most celebrated coins in American numismatic history, not just for its beauty and craftsmanship but for the incredible rarity of certain varieties produced that year. Struck at the San Francisco Mint, these coins carry a mark that, for collectors, signals the possibility of a remarkable find. The year 1969 was one of transition and experimentation at the U.S. Mint, and in the midst of regular production, a handful of coins emerged that would forever change the way collectors viewed the Lincoln Cent series. These were not just ordinary coins, they were pieces of minting history. The S mint mark, placed delicately below the date, marks the coin's origin. While millions of these coins entered circulation, only a few possess the unique characteristics that make them some of the most valuable pennies ever discovered. I in particular, the 1969 S double die obverse variety has achieved legendary status. On these coins, the date, the word liberty, and the motto, "In God We Trust," appear boldly doubled, creating a striking and unmistakable visual effect. This doubling was caused by a rare die-making error that slipped through the mint's quality control. For years, some of these coins circulated unnoticed. Even seasoned collectors overlooked them, dismissing the doubling as ordinary wear or damage. It wasn't until experts began to examine them closely that their true significance came to light. The rarity of this variety cannot be overstated. Only a small number of confirmed examples exist, making it one of the scarcest and most sought-after modern U.S. coins. Each time one surfaces, it reignites excitement in the numismatic world. The story of the 1969 S double die is also one of caution. Counterfeiters have tried to replicate its appearance, making authentication by trusted grading services essential for anyone who believes they have found one. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its rarity but for the clarity and beauty of the doubling. It transforms the familiar Lincoln Cent design into something extraordinary, almost like a work of art born from a mechanical mistake. Even non-collectors have become fascinated by this coin, drawn in by stories of ordinary people discovering one in their change and learning it could be worth a fortune. These stories have inspired countless others to examine their pennies more closely. The Lincoln Cent, designed by Victor David Brennan, introduced in 1909, had already become a timeless American symbol by 1969. The reverse, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, gave the coin a modern, stately look, making the double die variation stand out even more. In perfect condition, this coin is breathtaking. Sharp details, full luster, and the dramatic doubling combined to create a numismatic masterpiece. When paired with the historical significance of its era, it becomes a dream piece for collectors. The San Francisco Mint's role in producing proof and circulation coins that year adds to the appeal. The S mint mark coins often had higher quality stripes, making any unusual variety even more noticeable and desirable. Because of its fame, the 1969 S double die has been featured in numerous coin guides, magazines, and even television programs about valuable coins. It remains a top goal for Lincoln Cent specialists. The thrill of finding one of these coins is unmatched. Whether discovered in a dealer's stock, inherited in a collection, or found by chance, each example adds to the rich history of this variety. Beyond its monetary value, the 1969 S penny tells a story about the human element in minting. Mistakes happen, and sometimes those mistakes become treasures. This is what makes numismatics such an engaging and rewarding pursuit. For those who dream of finding one, the advice is simple: check every coin carefully, learn the characteristics of genuine examples, and always verify with a professional grading service before making any conclusions. The market for the 1969 S double die has remained strong for decades. As more collectors learn about its rarity and beauty, demand continues to grow, ensuring that it will remain a top-tier collectible for generations. The most pristine examples of this coin have fetched record prices at auction. One exceptional mid-state 1969 S double die obverse penny sold for a staggering $1.78 million, a testament to its scarcity and enduring appeal. This kind of value demonstrates how even a small coin, worth just a cent at face value, can become a financial and historical treasure when rarity and demand align. It also serves as a reminder that numismatics rewards patience, knowledge, and careful observation. Owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of American minting history. It's a tangible connection to a moment when a rare error slipped into the hands of the public and went on to become a legend. The 1969 yes penny, in its rare double die form, will forever be a cornerstone of modern coin collecting. Its combination of beauty, rarity, and value ensures that it will be admired, studied, and sought after for many decades to come. For collectors, it represents the dream that still drives the hobby, the belief that somewhere, hidden in plain sight, a coin with extraordinary value could be waiting to be discovered. The 1983 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark is a coin that has fascinated collectors for decades, not because of its outward appearance, but because of the story it carries within the world of numismatics. Minted in Denver, this coin belongs to an era when subtle shifts in production led to varieties and errors that would one day become legendary. By 1983, the United States Mint had fully transitioned from copper-based pennies to zinc cores coated in copper. This change, made in 1982 due to the rising cost of copper, altered not only the coin's composition but also its weight and long-term durability. For collectors, the year after this transition was full of possibilities and surprises. The D mint mark, placed just below the date, signified the coin was struck in Denver. While billions were produced, certain rare varieties and mint errors have made specific examples worth far more than their face value. These coins, though small in size, carry a weighty historical significance. One of the reasons the 1983 D penny is so intriguing is the existence of rare errors such as double dies and transitional pieces. Even a small number of these coins were mistakenly struck on copper planchets left over from the pre-1983 era, making them stand out as anomalies in a zinc-dominated year. To the casual observer, most 1983 D pennies look identical, but to a trained collector, the differences are monumental. Slight variations in design details, metal composition, or striking process can transform an ordinary coin into one of immense value. For example, a coin struck on a copper planchet rather than the intended zinc one can be identified by its heavier weight, about 3.11 grams compared to the zinc version's 2.5 grams. This simple difference is the key to unlocking its rarity. Stories from the collecting community are filled with accounts of people finding these rare 1983 D varieties in their change jars, coin rolls, or inherited collections. Such discoveries show that valuable treasures can still be hiding in plain sight. Condition is another major factor in determining a coin's worth. While circulated examples are interesting, it is the uncirculated, mint state coins that command the highest prices in the market. Sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and the absence of wear make these coins stand out to both collectors and investors. The Denver Mint's role in producing billions of coins per year means that any variation is a product of chance and circumstance. This rarity, combined with strong collector demand, is what has driven the 1983 D penny's rise in prominence. Many numismatists see the 1983 D penny as an educational piece, an example of how composition changes, minting errors, and market demand intersect to create value. It teaches the importance of weighing coins, checking for die variations, and recognizing small details that most people overlook. A particularly famous example is the 1983 D penny struck on a bronze planchet. These coins, when verified and graded in top condition, have set records and drawn international attention from the numismatic community. The hunt for such coins keeps collectors engaged and excited. It's not just about owning a valuable object, it's about participating in a shared quest for discovery that connects people across generations. Lincoln cents from this period also appeal because of their design. Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which first appeared in 1909, still graces the obverse, offering a link to over a century of American history. The reverse design in 1983, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, further ties these coins to a period of stability in U.S. coinage before the design changes of the 21st century. This consistency makes the rare variations stand out even more. Collectors often recommend using a precise digital scale to check the weight of 1983 D pennies, especially those in excellent condition. Finding one that tips the scale toward the copper range can be a life-changing discovery. The beauty of numismatics lies in this exact process, turning what appears to be ordinary pocket change into a piece of history and, in some cases, a significant financial asset. While not every 1983 D penny will be rare, the possibility is enough to inspire countless searches through rolls, collections, and spare change. The thrill of the hunt is as valuable as the coin itself for many collectors. When one of these rare copper-based 1983 D pennies appears at auction, it can spark intense bidding wars. The combination of historical significance, scarcity, and pristine condition drives collectors to pay astonishing amounts. The record for 1983 penny of this rare composition in top-made state has reached $1.52 million, a figure that has solidified its place among the most coveted modern U.S. coins. This staggering sum reflects not only the rarity of the coin but also the passion and dedication of the collecting community. The story of the 1983 penny is one that blends chance, history, and human curiosity. It serves as a reminder that even in the age of electronic transactions, tangible currency still has the power to surprise and inspire. Owning such a coin is like holding a fragment of history in your hand, a reminder of the moments when the minting process took an unexpected turn. For some, it's a financial asset. For others, it's a priceless treasure. As long as coins continue to circulate, the chance of finding one of these hidden gems remains alive. This is why collectors everywhere continue to search, examine, and dream. Will forever stand as proof that great value can hide in the smallest, most familiar objects, waiting for someone with a sharp eye and a bit of luck to bring its story to life.
अभी 26 व्यूज आए हैं। ठीक है इतनी देर हो रही है धूप भी इतनी है। अभी तक 7 बजे नहीं हाँ 6:18 हो गए हैं। कुर्ती कुर्ती नाले पर मैंने कोई देखे नाले पर भी डाल दे उनके मौसम प्यारे हैं 14 अगस्त अभी आधा काम कर रहे ना यूट्यूब पर Oh no. ये क्यों हुंदा पिया ਹੁਣ ਠੀਕ ਹੋ ਗਈ हैं छोटा बैल दो उठ जाए अपनी नाल बोतल में चले मैंने
एक बार सबर कर
ओ बड़ी बोतल तेरी ओए ओ बड़ी बोतल तेरी तीन छोटियां छोटियां सारियां अपनी पति की
चिट्टी बोतल नहीं को रखी है हां ऐसा आ रही है नहीं आई तो मैं आज सुबह जाने थे
ठीक है मैं काम नहीं मैं आपको नहीं
नेक्स्ट वाला चेक करो उंगलियां तो सारी है जी इब्राहिम नु की है दाऊद मारते आए पूरा भी ना
नहीं मारा पहले
पार लग गए लिटर ले लमी आ जामी इब्राहिम तेनू मैं सारा कुछ दे दे
लिटर मारा ऐ लगा करते
आ
ना मैं लिटर मारा
आई तो मैं जा ए जड़ा मैं ले दे ना ए यार पिया रख
तू ना ले देनी
ए बस मैं कड़ा ले दे
मेरा 100 रुपया दे
अरे मैं तेरा मुंह और ते तोड़ छड़ नहीं
मेरा 100 रुपया
ओ मतलब बंद कर है ही कोई नहीं 1
अरे
रुपया
मेरा 100 रुपया दे आधा ए पापा ने जरा 50 रुपया